Hello, today we're going to sow some onion seeds. You'll have to excuse the lighting, sort of clouds coming and then the sun's out and then it's back, and so I've got the onion here. And I'm going to plant into a modular seed tray, but also some pots. So here's my modular seed tray. Each module is about 5 centimeters deep, and I'm going to sow at a depth of 1.5 centimeters from the surface. I'm using a good quality, well sieved, multi-purpose compost. This one's actually peat based, something I was given because I've run out of seed compost and can't get it at the moment for the coronavirus. And here's my seed here. So I've filled these modules up, and then what I've done is I've pressed down just firmly, and it's come to 1.5 centimeters from the surface. If it was lower, I would dress over again and then press down, just to get that sort of 2 centimeters to 1.5 centimeters from the surface. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to sow into each module just one seed, because I don't mind if a few modules come up with nothing.
For spring onions or smaller clumps of onions, I would sow maybe 5 in a module. I've seen people sow up to 10.
So why am I sowing indoors? Well, yes, I could sow these direct into the beds, but what I get to do is, if I wanted to, I could sow these earlier, you see, and I'd have no risk of frost. Also, it helps them get a bit established to help them survive any potential pest or animal attacks. So now I've sown all my modules. All I do, just run some compost over the top. And then with these seed trays, I like to just use a piece of timber like this, just to get a nice edge there. And then if I'm worried there's any air gaps, I can just compress down lightly with my fingers. And then, because I've used my fingers, although I was using moist multi-purpose compost, I just want to make sure that I didn't dry it out while I was handling it, so I'm just giving it a mist. This will then go into a tray to soak up water, and here I'm just going to do a couple of pots of onions. So again, I'm planting them that 1.5 centimeters from the compost level. Get my measure on this one. Yeah, that looks good. A bit more in the corner there. And all I'm using is another pot to compress the compost down just a little bit, just firmly. And now I just sow my onion seed. I'm going to put about 3 onion seeds in each. Just try and have them spaced out. And then just pop compost in the top. Again, firming them down so that the seeds are in contact with the compost. Give them a mist on top, just because I've been handling the compost. Stick in a tray, let whatever's left dry in the compost soak up water, and that's good to go. So I'm just going to pop these into the shelf to soak up their water, but it's worth just mentioning, I will share a video when I'm going to transplant these, but you would just use a tool to tease out the plant when it's ready to plant on into the garden or a container, and it's really as simple as that. So when would I sow this seed? Well, I could get an early sowing in January to February indoors or in the a warm greenhouse, or I could sow outdoors March through to April. And of course you can still sow inside through March, April into May, and even pushing it to June if you're inside, because it's going to come on quicker. But just bear in mind that valuable space is being taken up by onions that could be growing outside.